leadership created multiple tiers of conflict, where national issues also took on international significance, ultimately affecting global diplomatic relations. As we analyze his legacy, it's clear that the rivalry with the United States wasn't simply the action of one man, but rather a reflection of deep-rooted historical tensions and evolving strategic priorities. In the wake of Khamenei's ascension, Iran's posture towards the West hardened, fostering an environment where hostility overshadowed any potential for cooperation. While many in Washington saw a regime intent on spreading its influence and destabilizing neighboring regions, Khamenei viewed his actions as essential for Iran's survival and sovereignty. This clash of narratives exacerbated the divide, marking a period where dialogue became increasingly complicated and fraught with distrust, undermining hopes for a peaceful resolution despite numerous attempts at diplomacy. During his stewardship, Khamenei witnessed pivotal moments that would shape the global political arena, notably the 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq, which he perceived as a direct threat to Iran's influence. Consequently, he sought to bolster relationships with Shiite factions and proxy groups in the region, portraying this strategy as defensive measures to counter American presence and the spread of Sunni extremism. This calculated realignment deepened Iran's entanglement in regional conflicts, complicating any prospect of rapprochement with the U.S. and heightening the stakes for both nations amid growing sectarian tensions. In exploring the dynamics of U.S.-Iran relations, it becomes evident that Khamenei's decisions were driven not just by personal beliefs, but by a broader vision of a resistant, self-sufficient Iran. His support for militias and political factions abroad was framed as a counterbalance to perceived American imperialism, reinforcing narratives of Iranian strength against foreign intervention. This steadfast posture resonated deeply within Iran, bolstering his domestic legitimacy, but simultaneously exacerbating fears in Washington, where the extension of Iran's influence was seen as a direct threat to regional stability. The strategic chess game being played involved not only military might, but also the ability to shape alliances and influence political outcomes in neighboring countries, further entangling both sides in a web of complex relationships and distrust. The narrative of U.S.-Iran tensions offers a window into not just foreign policy, but the enduring legacies of historical grievances, ideological divides, and national interests. Khamenei's role as supreme leader, coupled with the consequences of his decisions, profoundly shaped the contours of both regional conflicts and global strategic alignments. As we reflect on these intricate dynamics, it becomes clear that addressing the interplay of historical context, military strategies, and diplomatic endeavors is vital to fully understand the weight of Khamenei's influence on an ever-evolving geopolitical landscape. In this landscape of rising tensions, Khamenei's ideology became increasingly intertwined with Iran's foreign policy, shaping decisions that would reverberate across borders. For Khamenei, the revolutionary ideals that fueled the Islamic Revolution remained paramount, an unwavering commitment to resisting Western influence while solidifying Iran's leadership role within the Islamic world. As he continued to assert this vision, Iran's actions drew the ire of the United States, which viewed them through the lens of a broadening security threat, leading to a cycle of escalation that often overshadowed diplomatic initiatives. Through calculated rhetoric and actions, Khamenei skillfully navigated the balance between defiance and negotiation, ensuring that Iran's interests remained front and center in both domestic and international arenas. The debate surrounding Khamenei's leadership encapsulates the broader theme of competing narratives. In the U.S. perspective, he symbolized a regime that threatened stability. Conversely, within Iran, he represents a resilient guardian of national interests. This discord not only fueled tensions, but also shaped the responses of both nations to evolving geopolitical challenges. As actions and reactions set the stage for intense diplomatic standoffs, the importance of understanding each country's motivations becomes clear. Balancing this perspective is crucial in examining how history continues to play a vital role in current and future interactions. In conclusion, the complexities surrounding Ali Khamenei's leadership and the resulting U.S.-Iran rivalry reveal a multifaceted relationship defined by historical grievances, ideological clashes, and strategic calculations. Ultimately, This ongoing saga underscores how national interests can shape the destinies of nations for decades, leaving an indelible mark on the future of international relations in the region and beyond. The intricate web of US-Iran relations reflects an enduring struggle for dominance, sovereignty, and ideological supremacy. Khamenei's vision for Iran as a formidable player in the Middle East not only affected domestic policies, but also resonated through the broader geopolitical landscape, challenging the United States' influence. The strategic maneuvering between the two nations embodies a complex interplay of long-standing grievances and aspirations that continue to shape their interactions today. Ultimately, understanding the motivations, fears, and ambitions at play helps illuminate the path forward for both Iran and the United States in a world marked by uncertainty and shifting alliances. Have you ever considered how the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East might look different if Khamenei had chosen a path of engagement rather than confrontation? What would diplomacy have achieved in a region steeped in historical grievances and ideological divides? As various actors shape their narratives, the question of whether peace could have been attainable remains a haunting possibility for policymakers both in Washington and Tehran. Over time, these competing perspectives revealed a profound struggle not only for dominance, but also for legitimacy and recognition in an increasingly interconnected world. As we analyze the profound implications of Khamenei's leadership, it's essential to consider the historical narratives that have shaped US-Iran relations over the decades. His tenure was defined by a series of critical decisions that entrenched both nations in a cycle of suspicion and hostility. The persistent ideological divide transformed diplomatic initiatives into mere gestures, often overshadowed by the palpable fear of anti-American sentiment rooted within Iranian politics. In examining the legacy of Khamenei, it becomes evident that his influence was far-reaching and complex, weaving itself into the fabric of Iranian identity and its defiance against external pressures. His steadfast commitment to resist Western interference resonated with many Iranians who viewed him as a stalwart defender of their sovereignty. This narrative not only fueled his domestic power, but also hardened his resolve in international standoffs, leading to unpredictable escalations in both rhetoric and military posturing. Ultimately, the question remains: what could have unfolded differently in the realm of diplomacy, and how might a more conciliatory approach have altered the course of history for both Iran and the United States? Ali Khamenei's ascent to power signaled a new epoch for Iran and its posture in international affairs. He took on the mantle of supreme leader amidst a growing chorus of anti-Western sentiment, which invariably infused the nation's policies. Khamenei's belief in the necessity of a nuclear program was rooted in a deep-seated fear of encirclement and vulnerability, further complicating the U.S. response. The continued support for resistance movements became a hallmark of his rule, galvanizing his domestic base while simultaneously drawing sharp rebukes from Washington. This delicate balance of maintaining internal legitimacy and asserting regional ambitions marked a transformative phase in Iranian history and its contentious relationship with America. Khamenei's steadfastness in the face of this pressure illustrated his commitment to a particular vision for Iran's future, one where it stood independently against Western hegemony. This increasingly defined Iran's identity on the world stage, fostering a sense of nationalism that resonated deeply among the populace. As tensions mounted and regional alignments shifted, Khamenei's decisions not only reflected his ideological beliefs, but also responded to an evolving geopolitical landscape, further entrenching Iran's position as a key player amid growing international complexities. In tackling the repercussions of Khamenei's policies, we can see a clear reflection of how they not only defined Iran's role, but also heightened international anxieties. His unwavering stance against perceived aggressions shaped a narrative of resistance that resonated with many Iranians. This potent mix of national pride and external threats fostered an environment where dialogue seemed an impossibility, leading to a cycle of mutual antagonism with the United States. As we conclude our examination of Ali Khamenei's influence, it's crucial to recognize how his leadership not only defined Iran's identity, but also reverberated through US-Iran relations, illustrating the complex interplay of history, ideology, and power that continues to shape the geopolitical landscape today.